Hello, happy Saturday. How are you doing, Christopher?
I'm delightful. How are you?
I am really good. I am getting very excited for UFDC.
Oh my gosh, it's like 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away?
Less than that. I think we leave.
I'm coming out of my skin.
It's about 2 weeks away. We have signed up for some really fun stuff.
Yeah.
What's one of the things you're most excited about?
Not to be like sappy and gross, but like seeing friends. Like I'm excited to go see people that we know and make new ones and like go foster community and be nerds about dolls together.
Totally.
And I think
why we go to these.
It's obvious, right? But like that truly is the appeal to me.
Yeah.
But I just feel excited to go be participating in all of the really.
Yeah, me too. We are very excited, and we have a VDC gathering. I believe it's on Thursday night, and the ruby red one I think is on Friday night. But we got some fun swag that I showed Christopher yesterday, and he about died when I showed it to him. It's so funny.
It's very goofy.
Fun.
Yeah.
Very goofy, very fun, and that's what we want. We want you to laugh and have fun.
It's dolls. If you can't like be goofy and have fun with dolls, then like what are you doing?
No, it's exactly. The thing is like this is a serious business that we are in, but it is a fun hobby.
Right.
We are saving lives, but we're not out there like doing
not
you know
with,
what I mean?
Like, you know,
we're
curing
not
cancer.
exactly. So it's just fun. It's to make us laugh. And speaking of fun, this was a very long intro for our mystery dress.
We have a new mystery dress, and I love this one.
Isn't
I
it
really
fun?
do. It has so many elements of my favorite things, like as a collector. It's classically feminine, it's sort of vintagey, it's storybook whimsical, it's just a little bit of all my favorite things. So
and
I think
it's very versatile.
Yeah.
It is. So it is called Snow White Daydream because in your box there are two very distinct looks for Grace. Well, how would you describe the first look, which is not the Snow White?
versatile and classic.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's very sort of streamlined, it's to the point, it's a win-win in that like it's completely inoffensive, but it's also timeless and fits really well.
Inoffensive. It's inoffensive.
What a raving review. It's
classic. I think it's very pretty.
It's classic. It's a good silhouette, and it plays with one of my favorite elements that is primary colors. And then also, if you wanted to incorporate, you know, the other sort of fantasy part of it, then you can with the other way to style it.
So we're going to show the pictures on the screen right now that Christopher took, and this outfit photographed beautifully.
I agree.
It just photographed so well.
PSA,
press it.
I know that I'm just a broken record, you guys, but like use your irons, use your steamers. If you need one, like I understand why you wouldn't if it's too cumbersome to use like a human size iron. It's a lot. Doll's Part has everything you need. I swear this isn't like sponsored by them. They just have like so many perfect things. Tiny irons, tiny ironing boards that make this a breeze. Truly, you can iron the whole thing in 5 minutes. Yeah. And it changes the whole garment.
It makes such a difference in the world, in human garments and in doll garments.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't see it. Take for example I didn't think that this looked wrinkly at all, but then also seeing it on the camera in our test footage, I was like, wrinkle, 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 wrinkle. And I saw it and I didn't see that in person. So sometimes you don't see it, but then when you get to the final product, it's like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. So
well, and even if we were to press them all, which like they are done by the factory before they get to you, they're still in lots of transit to get there. It's just gonna be, even if you're not photographing them, like just to enjoy your pieces more thoroughly. Yeah. I know that it's like actually it's buying something to have a chore, but like it's 5 minutes out of your day. I agree. I kind of enjoy it. Is that crazy?
No, it's not crazy at all. It's part of the therapeutic fun. So let's get into the fun of the outfit. So I am going to show you the first ensemble. So this is our wonderful Grace, and she is kind of peeking out underneath here. So we're going to go through, we've never really taken a deep dive into our Disney case, and so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So Christopher posed her, but this is the first look. So what you will receive in your box is the dress. And it buttons up the front, and it comes with a yellow belt and a red belt and a crinoline and shoes. You're getting when our mystery items are, because it's a mystery, you're always supposed to get a good deal because it's a mystery, but we never steer you wrong with the mystery stuff. But we are always going to throw curveballs. One mystery dress is not going to be like the next. So if you loved the black and pink one from last month, and you're buying this thinking it's going to be similar,
Yeah, right.
Different.
We're keeping you on your toes.
It's going to be very Grace, but they're always going to be different.
An amazing value. It has
Such
shoes.
value. Oh, it has shoes. And the shoes are incredible.
Not this pair of shoes, but you
No,
may
but these
already
are in the
own them.
boutique.
And if you don't, then it's time because you're missing out. They're such a perfect companion with this dress. The belt is detachable, and again, the blouse has snaps underneath the buttons, and it actually has a bit in the front. It all opens up in the front, not all the way down, but you're going to put it on this way as opposed to over the back. And then we also have the sort of more overt reference to Snow White with the little bits of red. So you've got a Snow White shoe that really actually very closely
Snow White
resembles.
shoe is everything.
It's beautiful. It might be one of my favorite pieces.
I don't know
of
how
it.
well they can see it in the camera, but oh my gosh. They're some of my favorite shoes we've ever done.
The silhouette is gorgeous. I love that tiny little platform. Gives her a little bit of lift on the shoe. That blue bit is so nice. The bow is really clean and very pretty. I'm a sucker for a pointed toe. I just think they're really pretty and nicely done. They're a great shiny patent leather. And I think the way that they emphasize the colors, again, red, yellow, and blue is one of my favorite sort of palettes to work with. Just so happens to be very Snow White appropriate. And I think it's really beautiful.
It is so beautiful. And so let's talk about this crinoline.
Yeah.
So you receive both belts, which of course you can mix and match everywhere you want. And this is a very upscale crinoline, and this really makes the look. Let's show it to them.
It's sort of a simple underskirt pinafore, and then you've got just a lace trim on the bottom that's a really nice, bright, good red. An exact match with the shoe and the belt. The belt has snaps at the back, so rather than you trying to cinch it through the buckle itself, you can just sort of pop it off and on, and it's fitted for the waist. And it's a breeze. It really is gorgeous. These have both been ironed. I encourage you to do so. Again, it's just worth it. You'll get such a really nice balloon effect because the underskirt is not going to give you volume. It does give you a really nice fringe at the base, but it's just cotton, and it's not even like gusseted. It's just flat pretty much. It's made for the visual ornament under the the hem of the skirt.
Yeah.
If you want that sort of nice volume, it will have a little bit of that just fresh out of the package, but so much more if you give it a little love.
Yeah, and truly do it. Once you start doing it, then you're going to do it on everything. But this is not the only thing you are receiving in your package. So our wonderful Diana Viting made a beautiful paper doll that has both looks, both shoes. Now you're only receiving the one pair of shoes with this, and then these are in the boutique if you don't have the full ensemble. But navy, white, red, there's so many shoes that would go with this.
Right.
But I love the playability here because you get two totally different looks. You've got your vintage homage to Snow White, or you've got a beautiful day dress that Grace can just wear anywhere. And the vintage vibes, she's vibing. It's the vibe.
It's very, I see her with like a vacuum cleaner and a cocktail.
Yes.
She's at home in her sort of sunken living room.
Yes. Yes.
Just enjoying an afternoon with a nice vinyl record. It's mid-50s. It's just timeless and very pretty.
Super fun. You're going to have a lot of fun.
I really like it.
Yeah.
And if you are in any way not a Snow White person, I like that this gives you options to play with both. But also, I think, unless you're really pairing the shoe with it, again, I think probably the most obvious reference to her original costume, that really could be with any shoe, and it's just like a pretty combination.
Yeah.
It's a nod to Snow White without being like the entire outfit.
Right.
I really like it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So most of us out there in the doll collecting world, we do love classic fairy tales.
Yeah.
We've had Cinderella, we've had Alice in Wonderland, Little Mermaid. Oh gosh, we did a lot of fairy tales this year.
We did.
So fun.
Yeah.
So along with your beautiful paper doll by Diana Viting, Diana also made a craft card that has some wonderful Snow White things on it. So you've got the mirror and you've got all kinds of fun things. So you're really going to enjoy that. So thank you so much, Diana Viting. So the two craft cards are also coming inside your box. So you're going to have that. And when I say box, they're not in a box. It is the reusable Ziploc that we send it in, and that's how you're going to receive it. But it's going to be in a pretty pink bag, so you're going to know that it's us. So sometimes they come in boxes. It really depends on what we have as far as things to pack in at the time. So you're going to love it. And then we also have these little apples. that's a fun little prop.
We have these in a couple different
Colors.
varieties.
Yeah.
There's like a Granny Smith and a green apple. They're just the cute little styrofoam apples, but they are perfectly in scale, and they're, I think, very charmingly glossy. Like they look like a poison apple. They look very enticing, the same way that like
you would have
this, like magically perfect red shiny apple would.
Yeah.
You know? They're very cute.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if they haven't sold out already, they are in the top of the Grace Boutique, and you are getting all of these: your outfit, your 2 belts, your crinoline, and your pair of shoes for $45. These shoes would be $25 on their own. So that means the rest of everything you're getting for 20 bucks if you were going to put the $25 value on those shoes. So I am proud of this. I hope you have a lot of fun, and I know it's going to keep us all satiated until our next release. So let's dive in to our case right here and chat some vintage memorabilia and collectibles from movies and books. We have a wonderful case here. It's one of your personal favorites.
How could it not be?
Yeah.
I mean, I love every bit of this store. The stuff we have is so beyond, you guys. I'm just like excited and privileged to work with it all the time. And this one is especially exciting. There's just some like dolls and toys inherently are so fragile. They don't last over time.
Right.
And I find that stuffies and things that are full of cotton or sawdust or hair or whatever, like they just don't stay very well. They don't last long. And rare sort of Disney licensed pieces are even more so, I think, exciting and rare.
Yeah.
And we have some of them.
We have some of them.
So
this
cool.
case, when we have visitors, is always a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to this case, and for good reason, because this brings back a lot of just wonderful memories. Who does not like Ferdinand the Bull? I mean, really.
Right. I know. There are lots of
Look at
people that come in and they are doll people, and then there are lots of other people that maybe aren't doll people.
The husbands love this
everybody
case.
appreciates this case. It really speaks to, I think, everyone's childhood. And Ferdinand the Bull, we have a couple of Ferdinands, and I know that he's so cute.
His little flowers that are just hanging on right there.
Yeah.
This feels so old. I don't know exactly how old it is, but if I had to guess, I'd say the 30s. A lot of these things are from the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Some of them are even earlier than that. We have some really old Mickeys.
Yeah.
Really old Mickeys.
He's one of my favorites.
Look at this guy.
He's so cute.
This here, you can show the Velveteen Mickey. Oh my gosh.
He has these charming little purple buttons on his trousers and this really sweet sort of, I'll say, mischievous face. He's just got a grin that's like excited for
those
fun.
teeth.
I know. Love the enormous hands. He's just got these huge felt hands and his little yellow shoes. I just think he's so cute. I wonder if at one point he had a tail. I'm not sure, but he's got these sort of shoe button eyes and a really charming disposition. I think he's so cute.
He's wonderful.
Very noodly.
He is noodly. I think we actually need to leave Grace in her Snow White
She's kind of cute here,
in the case, I really do think she brings out, and I love the combination of vintage and antique.
So do I.
Jonathan Green used to say, all dolls go together.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be all divided up. If dolls are dolls and toy things, they all go together.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So let's talk about our 2 Snow Whites.
Oh, she's one of my favorites. I love this one. She's a full compo. I don't know much about her.
Let's see if she's got a marking here. See, I almost want to think she's F&B, but she's not marked. Or Alexander?
I was going to say, could she be a madam?
She needs to be restrung. She might even be like, at the time, a lot of different companies put out dolls that were similar to the branded ones, and they were a little bit less expensive. She's not marked anywhere.
No, she's
Madam
not.
Alexander dolls are typically marked, and so are F&B ones. But if you're watching and you know, put it in the comments.
She's so beautiful. And like seeing her with the orange variation is just very pretty. I love her sculpted hair with a sculpted bow. I think she's got this really adorable, very earnest, excited expression. She's just like, she just has this sort of innocence in her eyes.
I'm gonna try to pop Grace's collar and see what that looks like. To give her like the, what do you think?
50s housewife?
No, to give her, do you see how she's got her little popped collar?
The cape?
Yeah,
Sure.
the cape. I don't know, what do you think?
It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cute. She's one of our favorites, actually.
She's a little swingy, but I think she's very dusty too. Don't look too close.
It happens.
I think she's so, and that one little like speck of teeth, it's just charming.
Yeah, that little tooth right there.
I know. A very, very, very sweet face.
A lot of these things actually came from the same collector, and I've just kept them together. We also have a beautiful R. John Wright Snow White. So R. John Wright I mean, we
His dolls are
love
amazing.
our John Wright and Susan Wright are an incredible team. They do wonderful things. And this is Snow White in rags, and she is number 495 out of 1,000. So I love the rags version.
I know, because you don't see her depicted this way when she's singing at the well.
Right.
You know?
And she's got her little brush for cleaning the floors.
Right. Her expression is so beautiful. I love her sculpt. I suppose you could say sculpted.
They are sculpted, yeah, and and then they have a mask face over top of them. But the sculpt itself is the really hard part, and that's what John and Susan do. Their dolls are expensive, but they are so worth it. The amount, and they're handmade in Vermont. It's just absolutely incredible.
I think Snow White as a specific character can be really hard to do because so many of your like other iconic Disney princesses have illustrations more recent, so they're maybe easier to make look like the real actual cartoon or the real animation. And Snow White is older and the animation is fuzzy and she's sort of soft, almost like a Vaseline lens effect with like all of her appearances on camera.
Right.
And this really translates as her face so beautifully in three-dimensional felt. I mean, it's breathtaking.
Yeah, it's breathtaking. And I think it's just incredible that the Wrights, I know, I love the clogs, that they are able to secure these licenses and to do these things. So to get Walt Disney Corporation to say, hey, it's okay to do this, it means you're big time.
Yeah. You got it good.
Yeah, you got it good. So it says right here that the world premiere of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was on December 21st, 1937, and all of Hollywood turned out to see what was to endure as a landmark in cinema history. The first feature-length animated film and the fairest one of all. Love that.
Yeah.
So she's a treasure to have in our shop right here. We have other our John Wright pieces, but we really enjoy having her.
She's a knockout.
She is a knockout. Down here with Snow White, we have another Mickey that I just think he's like a sumo version of the other one that we showed. But look at him. He's from the same time period for sure. And I'm trying to find his marking there. It says something. But he is made out of velveteen. And again, the giant hands, the funny face. Look at the smiling teeth.
Yeah, he's a very fun one. The limp
I
wrist,
know.
He's cute. And that's obviously not his ribbon, but I still like it around his neck.
He's such an old, wonderful toy.
Yeah.
Oh, you just, the toys. They're so wonderful. Oh, do we have some of the Seven Dwarfs?
I think we only have Sneezy. Naturally, if you have to have any of them, it's got to be Sneezy. He's so charming. This says Lindholm, and I don't see anything else about it. He's really cute. He feels like he's tin or metal or something.
Yeah, he's
not
definitely metal.
ceramic.
That's tin or metal. It's painted metal.
Yeah, he's very sweet. I love his cheeks and his bright red nose.
So many companies produced these things, especially in the 30s and 40s when these films were at their height of popularity.
Well, and Snow White was the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Like, it really was the first thing that sort of got animation as we know it now into motion.
Oh, yeah.
And princesses as we know them into motion. Like, it really was the blueprint for so many things. So the merchandise you see of Snow White was, like, huge. I mean, it took the whole world by storm. Yeah. I'm excited to have, like, a tiny little bit, of something into that with VDC.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
There are so many pieces. I think Snow White is probably one of the most collectible, like trinkety toy things, merchandise of a thing, of a movie that exists. It's really cool stuff.
It's really cool. So I'm showing Christopher the Seven Dwarfs.
That's so silly.
So it's me,
That's so
Derek
silly.
Holland, you, Diana Vining, and then the two English bulldogs.
That's very sweet.
Isn't that funny?
How ridiculous. That's much more endearing than I was expecting. That's
it's
very,
sweet.
We look like characters.
What are those? Yeah.
They're like puppets, and it's just it's very sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
I know the Paulins and the Bulldogs. She submitted this, and I was like, oh, it's great. We've got the bitten apple, and we've got the lipstick, and she's got the mirror, and then I didn't even notice.
Sure, right.
Really, and then she was like, and then she mentioned it, and I was like, oh my gosh. That's us.
Yeah, Derek with a goatee. So cute.
Oh,
Jolly
so
little
funny.
pink cheeks.
No hair.
Right.
So anyway,
Very cute.
Back to toys, but
Okay.
I wanted to show that. So we've got a lot of wonderful Mickeys in here. Let's show the other Ferdinand the Bull. He is so cool.
This one is so amazing.
So beautiful. Oh, and we have the book.
Yeah, great.
Oh, and Jiminy Cricket back there.
Oh, he's making my list. I love him. There's some. He's fun because he's strung, but he's still really nice and tight. Says Ferdinand over his left shoulder. He's got a cute little bumblebee, sort of My Little Pony stamp. He's so cute. Pipe cleaner tail. And a beautiful shade of like Bermuda pink eyeshadow, which I just think suits him really well.
Yeah, I love this story. This sweet bull that wouldn't fight in the bullfighting ring. It's just, it makes me happy and sad because he's just so sweet, and it's just that he was even asked to do that. Not that they're ever asked, but anyway, he's so sweet. Ferdinand the Bull always has such a little place in my heart for sure.
Yeah,
and I do love his eyeshadow.
Right, it's a great little shade of pink. He looks great.
He does. This is one of Christopher's favorites.
I'm obsessed with him. This is authentic Walt Disney character exclusive with R.G. Kruger, New York.
Yeah.
He is so cute. Again, I think the way that he's done really captures the animated character.
Yes, very much.
The line work just feels almost like he just popped right out of the page. Really sweet. I love his felt buttons and his sort of like plastic pleather vest. He's so sweet, and his like webbed fingers. Just like very cute.
I love everything about him, and that old saying when they say they don't make things like this today, they don't.
Yeah.
You saw our plushy Elowins.
Yeah.
They're fun and they're super cute, but and I marked them up barely at all, and they were not cheap to make, and look at them compared to something like that plushie.
I know.
That is like beyond.
I know.
They don't make things today.
Like a sculpted nylon face.
I know.
So cool.
Amazing. Oh,
he's another one that makes
one of
my
my
list.
favorites.
The googly eyes.
The googly eyes.
I
Dumbo.
am obsessed with him. I love his little trunk that twists, turns, and the felt ears. He's just like, have you seen a jollier face on anything in your entire life? He's
so much expression.
Cute.
Let's see, what does the tag say? Dumbo, this is by Cameo Doll Productions. So Cameo made a lot of dolls too. The Campbell's Kids that we really like, those I believe were made by Cameo.
Yeah.
And here, look at his original tag. You can see it right there. And he's wonderful. He's wonderful. His little hat.
Cute.
We have other Dumbo. We have a whole little Dumbo collection. Let's show some of our wonderful Dumbos.
Yeah, I think if I've got one of my favorite things in the shop, truly, is this guy. He's like just so cute.
Does he have a little tail?
No.
Look at the little tail on this one.
How cute. Teeny tiny.
Look at that little tail. This guy has his original tag.
Yeah, he's fun.
R. Dankin, San Francisco. Not recommended for children under 3.
That's a good sculpt. It really looks.
It
like
really
the
does.
Yeah.
We have that wonderful wind up. Oh, look at that.
The finger puppet is so fun. I wonder if the squeaker still works, actually. No. Oh,
there it goes. Who's it made by? Gund? Oh, it's Gund. Okay.
I just think he's so cute. Yeah, the little hat is so charming. And the ball.
The ball.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they printed a little tail just right on the back of it.
I know.
Just like
wish.
the little.
That would be cute.
And then we have the wind up Dumbo, the tin Dumbo. It's probably by Marks.
I think it is.
Is it?
Louis Marks, yeah.
And that one I'm sure probably works. Look how cute. Look at his little legs.
I know. The 2 toenails. Walt Disney's Dumbo. Marks & Co. Made in the United States of America, 1941.
The Acrobat Elephant.
Kind of
that's the original box.
But that doesn't want to move. I won't force it. Yeah, very cute.
Let's see if it has a lot of times they'll have something you can pull out to kind of make them. Yeah, that might have been overwound, but it probably clapped or, oh no, it turned.
I think
made him turn.
Yeah, he does like.
Cute.
He jumps or something.
This guy has melted a little bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
He's made out of rubber. Yeah, Sebring latex products. So you can see where he's melted. He was in somewhere a little too hot, but oh my gosh, this is so old.
So cute. I love
so much personality.
Right, I love what the melting has actually done to his expression.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
He looks really sweet.
Yeah. I
would trust him.
You know.
In a dark alley, I would trust him. I would pick him up.
I know.
If he was hitchhiking for sure.
Yeah, a great bobblehead.
Oh, and here's Donald Duck.
Yeah, I love his very sort of proud winking face.
I'm not sure what that does. Maybe it just does that. This is celluloid, so this is very...
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it's supposed to do.
He's a sweet one. Yeah, I love this case. It's so hard not to.
I know. We have some wonderful, wonderful things.
Honorary mention for our Mickey tea set. I am obsessed with this. It only just says made in Japan. I don't know anything about it, but I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
You've got saucers and cups and milk and sugar, and he's playing a banjo and whistling, and it's just so cute. I feel like this probably isn't as old as some of the other stuff, but it's so, so pretty. I just think it's really endearing.
This is an extremely rare character of a horse, and I am forgetting his name. Sally told me once, and I hate that I can't think of it right now, but it would take me probably an hour to find. But he is so incredibly rare, and this is a very early Disney character. You can still see the marking on his leg.
Wow.
But in real early Disney cartoons, you saw this wonderful horse. Here, I'll hold him up. He is so cool. Look at his little hat.
I know.
Oh my gosh,
He is amazing.
such a rare piece.
He reminds me of Clara Cowbell, like same sort of stylizing, but I don't remember his name. Really, really cute. The classic sort of notch out of the eye of those early Disney characters. He's in phenomenal shape. Even his gloves are still really, really nice. Yarn tail and a little yoke. Do horses wear yokes? I don't know.
I'm searching my old emails. Sally helps me a lot with identification of things, and I save a lot of her stuff. I know I saved it here somewhere, but she told me who it was, and it took her a while to find out. And such as it is, we'll probably find out as soon as the video is over, but
Right, every time.
he's such a sweet one, so
Yeah.
I really love him.
I
so
agree.
this is one of our favorite cases, and it's just full of all kinds of really fun things.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that makes it fun, is like, we've got Goofy here. Look at him. Oh, Pluto, I'm sorry. Pluto.
Yeah.
Look at his long tail.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So cute.
So you can have him do different things. Fisher Price toys. Whoa.
Yeah, I'll restring him. You just
So he goes like,
you just keep him tight, so you can put
So
both of those. Yeah.
oh, I see. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, he's very fun.
Very fun. So this
proper puppet.
collection was amassed by somebody that really enjoys childhood and play. A lot of our wonderful Christmas things on the other side came from the same person. Our Bonzo collection came from the same person, and it was just a joy and a pleasure. I bought all of these things from the woman's that passed away, her daughter, and I originally was going to buy them. I bought them right after I had Holland Diane, and it was just such a wonderful thing to be able to put these out in our store, and I haven't sold anything. I wanted
how
to
could
not
you?
to. Well, thankfully we've been in a position not to have to do that, because they make such an impact when people come in and they can see it, and it brings something deep inside, wonderful memories or conversations, and it's just so wonderful that we can have them and share them. So Christopher has been wanting to redo this case, but you did a wonderful job putting it together. Look at our circus tent with the show and huts and that wonderful stiff giraffe on wheels.
Beyond. I'm very satisfied with this case, and I always feel very lucky to have the distinct honor it is to stage the entire store. I mean, now I've redone the whole thing. Every case in here I've gotten to sort of touch and play with and animate in some sort of very special, exciting way.
Yeah.
And this case in particular really has some unique, specific charm. I feel like it just embodies childhood in such a thorough and specific, unique way. Even if you weren't like a Disney kid, because I wasn't really, it feels nostalgic and childlike and playful and exciting just by virtue of what's inside.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, everyone's seen the old cartoons, right? Like it just looks,
You've
looks
seen
like childhood.
Steamboat Willie, like at the top, turning the giant handlebar. So it's just a lot of fun. Oh, that's Pluto?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to show him. Look at this beautiful velvet.
He's a little
Pluto.
weak on the neck, but
oh my gosh.
yeah.
He's marked up there, but look at this beautiful piece.
I know.
It's just beyond.
I know. I can see that sitting in a nursery, next lamp.
Yes.
It's so beautiful.
We were
Really
blessed
nice
as children to get to go to Disney World, and Disney World has changed a lot over the years, but the heart and soul of it is still very Walt Disney, and it's just it is magical. So are the movies, and we just love bringing in our way our piece of the magic of play and play things to your home.
Yeah.
And so I hope that with the mystery box, first of all, the anticipation of buying something. Have you ever done a mystery buy?
Actually, no.
Would you? Like if Barbie put one out or something?
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
But it's fun. It's fun. I do them with, I've done them with cars, rental cars. They'll be like, you can have a mystery car for half the price. Yes.
That's crazy.
And then at the end, one time I got a Camaro. And it was instead of like a Ford Focus.
That's nuts.
It was fun. But mystery buys are fun because you're buying, you don't know what you're gonna get, and then you're literally, have you been sitting on pins and needles? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
I thought about making it so it was like a mystery until you opened it at home.
Sure.
But there's no way to keep it a secret with so many different people getting the same thing.
And I think part of what is so exciting about what we do is that virtual element of sharing it, right? Like you get to be at the convention in your living room and like see people and talk to people and like enjoy this stuff with them without being in the same room. The internet and modern technology does not come without its flaws. However, I think that element of it is worth celebrating. Like it's so cool, and getting to do these videos and sort of facilitate and experience that with you, that sort of excitement and that unboxing and that joy is like the whole thing. It's so fun.
It's so fun. And you can come to the internet and you can take the good parts and you can leave the rest. You know when we're going to be tuning in, and you know when we're going to be going live, and so you can come and you can enjoy those things, and then you can leave all the negativity there. Last night I opened up some of the news and I just closed it right away because I was like, you know what, I had a good night.
Time and place.
I'm going to come here for the joy of it, and that's what we do. And so we love you so much. We're looking forward to seeing, there's 900 people coming to Kansas City.
I am so excited.
900 doll lovers. We can't wait. If you see us, please come up to us.
Yeah, come say hi.
Please come say hi. A lot of times people don't because they're trying to give us our privacy, and we're not there to be with each other. We are, but we're there to see you.
Right. We could just as easily be at the doll shop if that's all we needed.
Right.
You know?
Sometimes we have a deep conversation that lasts for 2 minutes, but for the most part, we want to see.
Yeah.
And we want to give you a hug, and we want to see you. So
come say hi.
Come say hi. We have swag we're giving away, and we're going to be going to all kinds of events and programs. So we'd love to sit next to you, and we're very excited.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the mystery buy.
I know I did.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks so much, Paul, for filming. We appreciate it. Paul does a great job filming, and he is going to be on the logistics crew, so you're going to be seeing a lot of Paul at UFDC too. Yeah. Do not be afraid to say hi, even if he's trudging through the hallway, really busy. Paul loves to say hi too. So.
Say hi.
Yeah. And see, Paul's very busy right now filming. So anyway, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.